In the news now. COVID jabs are very effective in high-risk groups, Public Health England data has shown. Southern Water has today been handed a record £90 million fine after pleading guilty to thousands of illegal discharges of sewage which polluted rivers and coastal waters in Kent, Hampshire, and Sussex. The sentence follows 51 guilty pleas to widespread and long-term breaches of environmental law by Southern Water between 2010 and 2015, as previously reported here. The offences were found to be caused by deliberate failings, causing major harm to protected areas, conservation sites, and oyster beds. The case, which is the largest criminal investigation in the Environment Agency's 25-year history, saw pollution offences from 16 wastewater treatment works and 1 storm overflow brought together in one prosecution at Canterbury Crown Court. The Taliban claimed yesterday it now controls 85% of Afghanistan's territory amid a surge in winds on the ground and as American troops complete their pullout from the war-battered country. The announcement came at a press conference at the end of a visit by a senior Taliban delegation to Moscow this week, a trip meant to offer assurances that the insurgents' quick gains in Afghanistan do not threaten Russia or its allies in Central Asia. The claim, which is impossible to verify, was considerably higher than previous Taliban statements that more than a third of the country's 421 districts and district centers were in their control. There was no immediate response from the government in Kabul. Earlier this week, Taliban advances forced hundreds of Afghan soldiers to flee across the border to Tajikistan, which hosts a Russian military base. Tajikistan in turn called up 20,000 military reservists to strengthen its southern border with Afghanistan. Russian officials have expressed concern the Taliban surge could destabilize the former Soviet Central Asian nations north of Afghanistan. Since mid-April, when US President Joe Biden announced the end to Afghanistan's forever war, the Taliban has made strides throughout the country. It recently swept through dozens of districts, taking control, often without a fight. Over the past week, it seized border crossings with Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Iran. However, in Moscow, the Taliban promised not to attack provincial capitals or seize them by force, and expressed hopes for a political resolution with Kabul. A Chinese company is using a prenatal Down syndrome test developed with the country's military to collect genetic data from millions of women. BGI Group, China's largest genomics firm, collaborated with the People's Liberation Army, PLA, to create the blood test taken in early pregnancy to detect fetal abnormalities. Data collected can be shared when it is directly relevant to national security or national defense security, according to the test's privacy policy. Genetic information about the foetus and mother, including personal details such as the mother's height, weight, medical history, and country of origin, but not name, could be made available to Chinese security agencies. More news later.